Virgo, welcome back to Cardinal Fire Tarot. I just want to start out first by saying thank you so much to each and every one of you that are watching now, that watched throughout the month, that are following me over on Instagram. I am so grateful and so happy that the channel is doing as well as it is for its first month. So, just makes my heart so happy. This is going to be your reading for August 2023. Let's go ahead and get started. I have 3 more cards than landed on the table, but it's fine because they all got out. So, Virgo, this looks like a challenging month for you. So, let's just start from the beginning. In your overall energy for the reading, you have Dancer 4, which is like the 4 of Cups. The relationship that you're in, or the situation that you're in, I should say. I think for most of you it's a relationship, but it doesn't have to be. It could be a career, could be a friendship, could be whatever. But the situation you're in, you're not finding the gratitude for it, right? You are bored and kind of apathetic to the whole thing, and so you're not putting the energy you once were into it, which goes into the recent past. We have the Dancer King, which is like the King of Cups. You were pouring your heart into this not that long ago. It was, taking all of your emotion and love and all of that and projecting it. And in the current energy, you have Pan, which in this deck is like the devil. This is wandering eyes, essentially. You're bored, the excitement's over, you won the chase, or whatever is happening. And now there's temptation coming in. There is a little bit of, what if I went that way? What if I got with that person? And then in the near future, you have Dreamer 5, which is the 5 of Swords. And they all have little messages down here in this deck. And this one says hope discarded. This energy finally manifesting in the physical is what's happening. And then in the energy that surrounds you, you have the Sun. I don't think you realize how worthy the person that's around you or the situation that's around you really is. At one point you were investing everything into it, right? So what changed between here and here? What changed? because it was worthy back then. And I have a feeling it still is. Then in your challenge, you have temperance. You have the challenge of balance. You're going from two wild extremes, which is really interesting for Virgo energy. I wouldn't have, it's more like a fire sign kind of energy, but you're just swinging right now, right? So finding balance, finding the love you once had, finding patience if it's not exactly what you want right now, instead of just, just cutting it off, throwing it out, it's not right, done. And then in your strength, you have the Dreamer Queen, which is interesting because that's exactly what this is. This is shutting off your emotions and looking at it purely from a logical standpoint, which is what you're doing. And you are, if that is your goal, you're doing it phenomenally. But I would hope there would be a little bit of water energy of some love happening in there, in the mix. But we'll see when we clarify more. Let's go ahead and clarify Dancer 4 in the overall energy. All right, clarifying Dancer 4. We have the Queen of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Four of Wands. This was once an extremely happy, loving relationship, and I think still is. You've got the Queen and King of Cups coming out together. That's so much love. That's a soulmate. That's a soul tie. That's a divine relationship there. And then you have the Six of Cups with the Four of Wands. It's like you guys have history of happiness. That's, I mean, if you want to literally translate these two cards, past, happy home. History of a happy home. Which makes me very confused why you can't see it right now. What is blocking you from the gratitude and the appreciation? All right, let's clarify the Dancer King in the recent past. All right, clarifying Dancer King, we have the Seven of Cups, the Four of Coins, and the Tower. There was some change that was coming through. Now, I don't think a breakup or anything like that, but some change in the relationship. I don't know if maybe it was setting better boundaries, communicating more. Maybe it's just as simple as moving to a new house. Something changed. And because of that, you started to feel dis-ease because you wanted to cling to exactly how it was before, which makes sense because look at how happy you were. But I'm here to tell you, whatever shifted, whatever falls under this tower, it's not changing the love. It's not changing the worth of this relationship. Because this is your manifestation, Virgo. You manifested this person. They're meant for you. Let's clarify Pan and the current energy. Clarifying Pan, we have the Star, the Nine of Wands, and Death. Man, can we just repeat the same thing over and over? Something was ending, and you became defensive. And keep in mind, in tarot, energies can always be switched, right? I'm reading this from your perspective because I'm doing a Virgo reading right now. But this may be the other person. But whatever shift happened, and I really want to say for most of you, it was boundaries. It was probably, I need my space to do this. I feel this way when you do that. Whatever, fill in the blank. But it's like, whoever set the boundaries was simply doing it out of love, right? And wanting the relationship to prosper. But whoever the receiving end of that was, they took it as an attack. And so then they immediately went on guard and started seeing the flaws. All right, let's clarify Dreamer 5 in the near future. All right, clarifying Dreamer 5, we have Temperance, the Three of Swords, the King of Coins, and the Empress. It's like, I'm going to quote Shrek for a second, or actually probably misquote Shrek because I'm sure I'm not going to get this right. It's like you're an onion, right? And you've got your top layer, which is, this isn't working, I'm hurt, I'm giving up, I'm done. Which is all fine and good, if that's how you really feel. But I don't believe it. Because then you have the King of Coins with the Empress, and Temperance. So it's like, this person's worth. You know how good of an energy this person brings into your life. And you're coming through as the King of Coins. That's your energy, Virgo. There is a balance. There's a beautiful balance happening. But you're hurt. Your feelings got hurt is what's happened. And instead of communicating with the other person, you're just throwing up a wall. Let's clarify the sun and the energy that surrounds you. Holy shit. Alright, clarifying the sun, we have the Emperor, the Hermit, and the Ace of Coins. Okay, so now not only do we have the Queen and King of Cups, we now have the Empress and the Emperor on the table? What? This is a strong connection, a spiritual connection. And I think the other party in this relationship, the other person, the other energy, these boundaries are getting set because they are working on themselves. So you have this beautiful, loving, phenomenal relationship, but you two the energies are enmeshed into one, right? So I believe your partner probably realized that, like, wait, I don't have an identity outside of this relationship. And so that's what they're trying to create. They're not trying to, throw conflict in the relationship. They're not trying to push you away. They're trying to build a sense of self. And it looks like they're doing a good job on their end. And okay, let me just say this. When I first did it with the Tarot of She cards, I think that's what this deck is called, I was like, Virgo's fucking up. But now that I'm getting these cards, like the clarifiers out on the table, I don't think so. I think this is the space you're in this moment. I don't think you're ready to just throw everything away. But this is something that you're going to need to work through, right? You're going to need to communicate with the other person. You're going to need to be willing to compromise, to hear them out, and to take into consideration how they're feeling. And hopefully they do the same for you. All right, let's clarify temperance in your challenge. All right, clarifying temperance. We have the Moon, the Ace of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, your challenge is literally what I was just saying. Open up and talk to your person. Work through this. Work through what you don't... how do I phrase that? Words. Hold on. You can't see their intention. You can't see the motivation behind the decision. So, the only way to get any clarity on that, you got the Moon here, is to talk about it, to find a compromise, to find a balance, temperance. All right, let's clarify the Dreamer Queen and your strength. All right, clarifying the Dreamer Queen, we have the Ten of Wands, the Lovers, and the Page of Coins. You're just now realizing this relationship is going to take some effort and isn't going to be a walk in the park. And that's a jolting realization. It really is. Because you have the honeymoon phase, right? And you're just like, I'm just so in love. This is great. And then all of a sudden there's conflict. And then you're like, oh wait, what just happened? And that's like the space you're in. So the strength of it is you're capable of recognizing this isn't what it was. Everything's sticking to me. This isn't what it was. This isn't the energy I was feeling back there isn't there anymore, and I don't like it. That is a strength. Some people would be so in love with the idea of the relationship they wouldn't recognize that it was shifting. But you do. Now it's just a matter of working through that shift and getting to the other side. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you resonate with this message, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also check me out over on Instagram. I do pick a cards, quotes, random card of the day, stuff like that. And then also later this month, I will be doing career and finance readings for all the signs. So make sure you check back in later on to see that. Thank you.